I've gotten a few questions lately about how I make YouTube videos, so I'm going to be showing you guys some of the hardware and software that I use in this video. But before I do that, make sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notifications icon next to the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Now, there are many devices and programs that you can use to create YouTube videos, and there's no one right way to do this. But I'm going to show you what works for me. By the way, you can find links to all of the products I'm going to be showing you in the description box if you want to buy any of them for yourself. They are affiliate links, so if you use them to make your purchase, I will make a small commission on the sale, and it will help support my channel. I'll start with my laptop. The specific laptop that I have is a Lenovo IdeaPad 700 with an Intel i7 6th generation processor, an NVIDIA GTX 950 graphics card, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and 2 terabytes of hard disk space. I actually have 2 hard disk drives in my laptop. It came with a standard 1 terabyte hard disk drive, but I added an additional 1 terabyte static state drive, and that is my main drive now. My original hard drive is now used for additional mass storage space. And I'll tell you, that upgrade made a huge difference in performance. If you're planning on buying a laptop or PC for video editing purposes, I highly recommend buying an additional static state drive or buying a computer with one already installed in it, because it will give your device a dramatic boost in speed and performance. As a matter of fact, I can't even imagine using a computer that doesn't have a static state drive to edit high-quality YouTube videos. I mean, sure, you can do it, and I did it for a long time, and I know some people are hesitant to spend the extra money to buy a static state drive. I mean, I spent like $350 on mine, but I have no regrets. It was absolutely worth it. Another piece of hardware that I think is very useful when editing YouTube videos is a second monitor. I use the Asus MB169B USB monitor. The reason why I got this one is simply because it was one of the cheapest ones I was able to find with decent quality, and I'm kind of on a budget. And it still wasn't that cheap. I forked over like $150 for this thing. This improves workflow and multitasking. And the benefit of having a USB monitor like this one is that there's only one cable needed to power it and plug it into your computer, and that's this USB cable. It actually draws power from your computer, so you don't need any additional cables. Not to mention, it's very portable. Sometimes I can't work from home because of my kids. They want to crawl all over me and play with me and stuff, so I just pack my laptop and monitor up into my briefcase and go to church and work there. They let me use our church room during the week to work, since there's no one there. And this Asus monitor comes with a stand which also doubles as a sleeve, which makes it easy to cover and carry. The one thing I don't like about this monitor, though, is the glare. If your back is to a window and the monitor is in front of you, you will notice an annoying glare on the screen. If you don't have a window behind you, though, you'll be fine. Also, this particular model is not full HD. It's 1366 by 768 resolution. That's good enough for me, but if you buy the next model up, which is the MB169B Plus, it is full HD. If you don't need a portable second monitor and you have a permanent place from which you can work, I would just recommend getting a regular monitor. It's cheaper, and you can get one that's bigger and full HD. Now onto my camera. Lately, I've been using the Logitech Brio 4K webcam, and this is great to record YouTube videos with. I'm actually using it to record this video right now. It's able to record videos in 4K resolution at 30 frames per second and full HD at 60 frames per second. I personally prefer full HD at 60 frames per second because most people don't watch videos in 4K, and 60 frames per second looks smoother than 30 frames per second. The only thing I don't like about this webcam is the mount that holds it onto your monitor. It's not that sturdy, it kind of wobbles, and it doesn't even do that good of a job holding the webcam in place. But it's not a deal breaker. There's also a screw hole at the bottom of the webcam, which allows you to mount it on top of a tripod. This webcam has a surprisingly good microphone too. The microphone that I prefer to use though, which is what I'll be talking about right now, is the Audio-Technica AT2020 USB microphone. I'm using it right now to record this video, and I really like the crisp, clean sound from this device. One thing you have to watch out for when using this mic though is it picks up other sounds in the room or even at a distance. So when you're using it, it's good to have your windows and door closed and not to have it close to a fan or even your computer if it has a loud fan, because it will pick those sounds up. By the way, in terms of my lighting, I just try to sit in front of a window if it's daytime. Natural light is really good. And I also use a simple desk lamp that I picked up from the Office Depot. It works good enough. Now, in terms of my video editing software, I'm currently using Cyberlink PowerDirector 15 Ultimate. It's not the most advanced video editing software, and there are programs with more options and features, but what I like about this software is it's really easy to use because it has an interface which is easy to understand, and it's not that expensive, especially if you're upgrading. You get a discount when you upgrade to the newest version, which comes out like once a year. Which reminds me, they just released version 16, so I'm gonna have to take a look at that and see if it's worth the upgrade. To create my lower thirds, I used Titler Pro 4. It was not cheap. I think I bought it for about $350 at the time, and they actually changed the interface after releasing version 5 to an interface I don't really like. It looks way more generic and just cheap. But this program has more than paid for itself, because when I used a video editor to create custom lower thirds for just one of my videos in the past, he charged me like 75 bucks. So I said forget that. I bought Titler Pro 4 and started making them myself, and have saved a lot of money that way. This is a quick rundown of the hardware and software I use to create YouTube videos. There are still some other things I could talk about, like where I get my images and other graphics from online. Some websites are free, some I have to pay for. If you want to know more about that, just let me know in the comments section. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like it and share it, and check out some more of my videos by clicking on the screen.